I'm back again at the same place, different time, my dear friends. I hope you are feeling fantastic. Let me do this camera, right? So you can see my friend there. I bought him yesterday. Very nice. Yeah, he looks nice. I'm actually in a good mood. You're surprised. You're like, oh, how are you in a good mood after we lost that game yesterday? Yes. As I said, this season, if you follow me on this channel from the beginning, when I said Enzo Maresca, that's his first season at Chelsea, do not put lots of pressure on him. This is his first season, Enzo Maresca. Do not put too much pressure on the guy. Let him work. Next season, for me, I will judge. And look, there is a lot of frustration, right, at the Chelsea fan base. And look, I can't blame them. I can't blame people who are very frustrated. And the result yesterday, this is Bournemouth, was very catastrophic. We bought to that game yesterday. We should have won 2-1 that game. Yes, 100%. I agree with you. But we have to remember, we have a young team who needs a lot of strength, who needs lots of help, a lot of experience, all these things the team is lacking. It's lacking that. This is why we are like this. We are not playing well. First half, that game, this is Bournemouth. We are balling everywhere, right? Strength was there, moving forward. We could have scored 2 goals. But it's not a surprise. I was not surprised when we did that. The team is lacking things. Jackson, as I said, it's the same story. I was not surprised when we draw that game. Not at all. Jackson needs to be a number 2 striker. We need a striker in this transfer window. So, when I look at Maresca, he's doing well. Like his decision, we can argue because sometimes it's just taking too long to do the substitution, but he did make a substitution. Reece James saved the day, right? So you expect those things. For me, I'm looking at this game in a different way, in a different angle. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on Enzo Maresca because, the guy, that's his first season at Chelsea, and we need to give him time. And where we are right now, we didn't expect us to be this way. We did not expect this team to be in top 4 like this. Nobody saw this coming. At one point, we were saying we're going to win the Premier League title. We're in the title race, right? A lot of people, they were saying that. So, for me, I'm okay for now. For now, as I said again, if you remember, as I said, if you've been watching this channel for a long time, I said, for me, finishing in the Europa League, it's okay. This season, Enzo Maresca, his first season, for me, I said that, and I'll keep that on my tongue because I don't want to change. If we finish in a Champions League spot this season, fantastic. I would take that because everybody wants to play the Champions League, and yes, that's what everybody they are saying. That's what every Chelsea fan they're saying. We need to finish in the Champions League spot, and I agree with them. But just me, my own opinion, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on Enzo Maresca. Now, if we get into the game, it's not Enzo Maresca's fault at all. Like, everything, yes, there is some stuff, as I said, Enzo Maresca, you can blame him for late substitution, and Bournemouth scored the first goal. He should have done some changes, right? He doesn't trust some players. That's the thing, because it does not make this substitution so quickly, so it does not trust. And for me, when I look at him, I think he's getting frustrated with Chelsea. Because he needs players in certain areas, and he doesn't have them. The coach, he has his own ideas, he has his own philosophy, and the coach wants his own players. They can't say it, but inside, it's so painful. They want their own players. They want to be involved in the transfer market. But football these days, this age has changed. The clubs, they're doing everything. They just hiring a coach who's going to work with the players, and the club, they want to do whatever they want to do, right? They want to do business, whatever they want to do. No one will say anything. It's shut up. Listen to me, what I'm saying. Blah, blah. You have just to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, or whatever who's in charge at your football club. That's what it is these days. So, 2-2, this is Bournemouth. Yes, it's a bad result, but I don't expect us to be in top 4, and very, very lucky Manchester City draw yesterday. This is Brentford. Fantastic result. Nottingham Forest draw. This is Liverpool 1-1. So yesterday was 1-1-1-1. But today, I think it's Wolves. This is Newcastle. Newcastle is going to win that. Newcastle is going to be number 4. We're going to drop to number 5. That was expected. And versus Wolves, I knew we're going to drop this out. This is why my title yesterday when I was doing a preview was, please do not give 3 points to Wolves. I said, please do not give 3 points to Wolves, because I knew in my mind that this is a catastrophic game. I knew it. And I was expecting it. So when we scored the first half, I was like, yes, we do the same thing. Parma scored over time now, right? It's a Parma FC. He scored. And then after that, what happened? We don't score. We score one and then we just don't score. So, as I said, it's not Enzo Maresca's fault. It's the players. Enzo Maresca does not go on the pitch and start moving the ball. It's the players. They need to focus, And that's what I said when I started this video. Experience. They don't have experience. And we need a striker. Jackson, I don't trust him. So, that's where now I'm looking at the Chelsea board. I'm not looking at Enzo Maresca. That's not his problem. I'm looking at the Chelsea board. I'm looking at the Chelsea owner. What are you guys doing? Look at your team. Your team is suffering. What are you going to do? Because Enzo Maresca is not the one who's going to go buy a striker. He can have his suggestion, but you, Lord, you just need a young striker. With no experience, a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old striker who's going to come in and be number 2 to Jackson. And that's not what the team wants. The team is calling for experience. The team is calling for a goal machine. Those chances Nico Jackson missed yesterday, if there was a goal machine, 3-4 goals in. Because Jackson missed 2 big chances. 2 big chances. If it was my goal with that young striker, I think he would score. And I don't know why Enzo Maresca, I will blame him on that. I don't know why he doesn't start him. I really don't. It's just crazy. And I'm so happy, very, very happy, Chalobah is being called back with immediate effect. Immediately. That's fantastic news. Let's get into it from Mr. Romano. Chelsea have activated clause on recall Trevoh Chalobah from Crystal Palace with immediate effect. Decision made by Enzo Maresca and the club's management after many injuries, with some defenders also said to leave. Chalobah leaves immediately, as Devin Onson reports. So Chalobah is back at the club. Welcome, Chalobah. Welcome home. But please do play him in the Premier League. Play him in the Premier League. I don't want to see him on the bench on the Premier League. I don't want to see Hutchinson. Yes, he's 18-year-old, and I don't want to blame him for that goal when Bournemouth scored that goal. It's not his fault. He's a young lad. He's just with no experience in a Premier League match, like in the Chelsea team, with no experience. So I don't want to put pressure on him. He did what he has to do. Fine. He was fine. So this problem needs to be solved quickly by the Chelsea hierarchy. Chelsea owner has to solve this problem because they are the one who buy players. It's not Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca, they hire him to just be with the team and to coach the team. That's all. That's all. So this is why I'm looking at the owner. What are you guys doing upstairs? Think before it's too late. You lads, you want to finish in top 4. You want to play the Champions League. That's a aim, right? That's the goal this season. So think. January is still here. Transfer window is still open. If you just go to sleep and you just trust Nicola Jackson that he's going to do something for you, it's not going to do something for you. You have to get a striker. Yesterday, it shows. It shows from every angle. Everything. Striker up top there. I'm telling you, if we have a beautiful, strong striker scoring goals, we could have won this game 3-1 or 2-1. And Chalobah is back, and I'm loving that. Absolutely good news. Absolutely, I'm loving it. He's back, and I wanted that very, very much. As I said, play him in the Premier League. He's a very good defender, and I'm happy, very, very, very happy, and treat him nicely, like like he's a human being. They did not treat him nicely when he was at Chelsea. I felt so bad for the guy. So, all this problem we're having now, Chelsea result, the 5 game without a win, all this stuff. I'm looking at the players we have, and I'm looking at the experience, as I said. Upstairs, they need to do something before it's too late. This game yesterday when we played Bournemouth, it reminded me of Pochettino. You remember Pochettino last season when we were struggling? It reminded me of Pochettino. I'm like, oh God, are we back again? Are we back where we were? Are we back to suffering again? No. That was, man, that was catastrophic. That was absolutely catastrophic. I love Enzo Maresca, and I need him to do well, very well. Next season, I would judge Enzo Maresca. Next season, I would say something. But now, leave him alone. That's what I would say. My opinion. Leave the guy alone. Look at the Chelsea owner. They are the one to be blamed all this, because every time we talked about we needed a striker. Transfer windows open. They started looking for a winger. We started hearing we're linked with this guy defender. We don't. Yes, we do need defenders, right? But not young, unexperienced. Like it's just. I don't have any words. I really don't have any words. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Do you have any knowledge about football? Do you know what you're doing? It's strange, very, very strange. So I'm happy, as I said, Mr. Chalobah is back, and I think it's gonna help us this season, right? Now that Cucurella accident, of course, that is a red card, straight red card. How many mistakes have we seen Cucurella being pulled? The first one that was 3 seasons ago, no, it's not 3 seasons ago. I think last season Cucurella was put down, and I remember who was the referee. McDean was the referee. McDean retired, right? He's doing shenanigans, right? He was official in that match. This is Tottenham. Cucurella was put down in the 18 box, and there was no penalty. And then later on, he came to say, "Oh, I made a mistake because I didn't want to put my friend Anton Taylor in trouble." I'm like, what? If you guys remember that, he did an interview on the TV and he said that I didn't want to put my friend Anton Taylor in trouble. You are a referee. It's the straight red card, because no player can do that to any player in the pitch, And the same thing happened today. Cucurella was put down. The ref went to see on the monitor, and he gave yellow card. And I was like, oh my God, are you killing? You are joking. You're absolutely joking. That's a straight red card, and he gave a yellow card. The VR, I was hearing a commentator said, the VR is saying it's up to you to handle the situation. What do you see? Make a decision. That's straight red card. And he gave a yellow card. Enzo Maresca was fuming. He was fuming. That's red card. And I support Enzo Maresca. It's just the VR in English football, they're just not good. Not good. They like this weekend you see the same situation on another player. You will see the red card. You will see the red card. It's just there is no consistency. It's just up and down, up and down. That's all they do. Up and down, up and down. Nothing at all. So what I will say here, Newcastle playing today is Wolves, right? All three Newcastle lose the game or they draw. These two, lose or draw. But I don't think Newcastle is going to lose a game or draw. Newcastle, they're in the good form. They're going to win. And they will be in top 4. And they deserve to be in top 4 because they've been brilliant this season, Newcastle. Brilliant. Wow. Anyway, I will see you soon, guys. Subscribe to RFC. Hit that notification bell. You don't have to miss all the nice and dreams right here. This year, as I said, I am reaching 10,000. You want it or not, you have to subscribe. You have to help me to reach that number this year. You know, I don't want to go into 2026 without 10,000. I want 10,000. Please. So hit that like before you go, and I will see you again because there's some stuff, transfer stuff we need to discuss. I will see you guys. Have a lovely day, and God bless.